Now payback time. We are waiting for them. We are waiting for any fucking time for them. But we know that they will try to come and say they want to come back. Let them come back. The federal government, they are watching now. When they kill us, everybody they cough. Now you are telling them, say, go and arrest. Go arrest everybody now. How you declare the state of emergency there? See on on Sunday, they invaded that church. Any Foolani herdsman you catch. You see anyone? Nah. He said, may they go arrest. See, we are waiting all of them because the time has come to let us stand up and fight. Just stand up for your rights. Stand up. Now we stand up. We are waiting. And we know if we don't stand up, they will not run. Now there is a sign in them that those people, they are not Tata, they are lions. We are lions. We are the heartbeat of the nation. We don't give a damn.
And those people cried out to the governor, but he failed to protect the people. Why is it so?
You see, you don't tell when you don't give alarm, they shout, say, government will come and rescue our life, but nobody came. Every day you're killing. What happened? No. But now, we have to take the boom by the horn. We have to let them know to stop the massacre. Otherwise, we'll take law into our hand. They call it taking law into your hand. It's not taking law into your hand. It's like you are defending. You have to defend yourself. Defend yourself.
And your people.
See, I trust my people. Me as I did, so I don't go agree. Any illegality, I go stand down and say, no lie. I don't be gentleman again. We be Africa, confirm Africa. We are Dorite, the band there, and we don't tolerate it, not too much, you don't take. Can you imagine you go your whole farm, you run for your whole farm, and the government not doing anything about it? Now you now say, okay, no, you say they be hunter. How are they hunter? How would they come from all miles with their motor coming? All the security on the road. They not be checked and say, go there for the hand. And they penetrate and enter forest. You want to come and kill. The way you hear say, is it not 2 weeks ago? 4 communities on those states, 4 communities were ransacked by these same people. No one arrest. 4 communities, no people they kill.
More than 4.
Imagine, more than 4. Okay, now, I don't say no. See, all Nigeria have to wake up from your slumber and wake up because evil around.
What is your perspective over the recent mob?
You see, that is how the people actually feels now. Okay, it's not mob to them. It's not a mob action. It is self-defense. The system has failed them. That they just have to defend themselves as we speak. Not that they still care, despite all of this, right? Normally, right, when things goes to this level, like this bad, the people that are in charge of such country, they will call themselves, and you know, in what Yoruba says, they will fori kori and pikun. That means at this point they would have to change whatever trajectory they are driving the country, like they are driving it over the cliff like that. So it will be a time to change it. It's simply, these are the evidence that people don't really trust their supposed leaders anymore because they can't trust them. They have been so betrayed, right? That the word trust, which was supposed to be the currency, is gone, valueless. And there will be more, you know? So it will be a time for supposed the government to say, you know what, people don't trust it. We need to change the trajectory. Trajectory. We need to deal with the real terrorists, the perpetrators of all these, killings and all that. And not just that we have to deal with them by just saying it. It must be seen. It must be seen that we have dealt with them. I was talking to a friend, right? I think it was yesterday. Yes, we're having a kind of like a general, chats. And, I think we were pretty much talking about the kind of a lock. Hang on. Sorry, I think I've lost. Okay, yeah, got it back. So where people were talking about, how the people have become so cheated that they do not have any trust in the entire system. And if those in charge of that contraption, yes, just even if it's going to be for just 2-3% at all, just a little bit tiny of where, it will be ideal for them, or what would be ideal for them is, before everything explodes, this will be the best time for us, right, to have what is called a sober reflection and mend or change our ways before things, or before this whole thing actually consumes us, because that is where it is headed. You know, people are going to discover at a point and say the culpability, or should I say, the involvement of those who are supposed to keep you safe with those who want to take your lives. So the moment people get to realize that, then, you know, the center won't be able to hold again. And of course, yeah, it will consume them too. Those who are parading themselves as your leaders today. But they have become so blind, so self-centered that they can't see all of this. And therefore, they probably are not prepared for whatever is still going to hit them. On my own part, I wouldn't mind them continue this way. It's hard, it's tough to see people suffer this way, people get killed this way. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind them to continue the negligence, look away until you, the people, yourself, right, would not only just be treating the symptoms of your problem, you will deal with the exact problem, which is the criminals who claim to be representing you, you know. So that's why I told my friend, I said, it's going to collapse. It's just a matter of time. It may sound selfish, right? I want them to continue this way, continue to be pretty much like a, you know, I don't care Nazism or so, right? They don't care and all that, until one day the cavalry will arrive. And when it does, it will consume every one of them. Listen to this lady. Here is another, you know, or handgun. It was that time that I saw a video of a community, right? They came together because they've had enough. So they came together to defend themselves, but they had nothing to really defend themselves with. Almost nothing. Like this one. In the same Edo State.
This morning we are in the bush, in Aviele bush, walking towards Anegbete and Irehu. We are in the bush because some of our people were kidnapped 3 days ago. So as you can see, we are in the bush with our machetes and knives. We are just going towards to know if we can recover our kidnapped victims. So, as a matter of fact, Oga, we beg una, make una beg our Baba Governor, make them help us. Because we are farmers and vigilante and hunters. As we do now, we understand, say, those people who call courageous our people, they came with AK-47 and Pop Show. And we now, they take ordinary hands. They enter this bush. And as you can see us, all of us are family men. So we pray so that as we enter this bush with peaceful, may God let us come out peacefully and happiness.
Amen.
So we beg, make the help us, beg our Baba Governor, make them help us with our firearms. We not too much need big one like Pop Show, like AK-47. Even they gone, we like them.
They gone, what would
those day gone, what would they use before?
You want what they collect from us, make they give us.
We want her like that. Because it's like they don't call remove all our weapons. Now those people don't invade us. So we not get who will go crack on meat. Oga, I beg make una help us. Thank you very much.
That is their reality, brethren. That is their own reality in that contraption. Imagine if you find yourself in that situation. Now, listen, those of you who are watching from outside, you know, Nigeria, like the diasporans, some of these things can best be imagined or experienced. You know, some of you have questioned the communities, the indigenous people in the areas where these Foolani terrorists have been wreaking havoc. And somehow, all you could possibly think of is, how did these people survive? How are they surviving? Because this is their reality. You know, imagine living in a community where you know that they may come for you anytime. I'm talking about your life can turn upside down in a twinkle of an eye. You get that now? Like 1 minute you are there having probably the village life. You are like, hustle, bustling and all that. Then the next minute, everybody's running for their lives, running helter-skelter, because you may even be running away and still get caught down by the flying bullets of these terrorists. They disarmed the people. They disarmed the people from defending themselves. And they harmed the Foolani terrorists who roamed the forest, roamed the towns, and then when they are bored, they just take anybody they want to take. Called kidnapping. It's like it is normal. And to make it worse, there is actually nobody looking for them. If they catch you, police will ask you to go and pay the ransom. Because you are on your own. You are. Listen to this lady.
Come out when they support, when they condemn, especially those, some of the northern, when they come out, they condemn the killing where they happen for Urumi. Some of them, they give federal government 48 hours. But when I want to tell me, say, I don't see what happen for Jatoka, where they kill about 70 persons. Now, don't tell me, say, when I don't see what happen, where they kill soldiers for Jatoka, where Foolani herdsmen kill, they enter my brothers and my sisters' farm, where they pull out cassava, they cut and they give cows. When I don't tell me, say, I don't see them. Not be height of wickedness with that. When I don't come and condemn the ones what happen for Benue State. When they keep people, when Foolani herdsmen keep people, now don't come and condemn, but they condemn the one what happen for Urumi. So now won't tell me say when I life they important pass other people. Are you going to tell me that you people are first class citizens while we are second class citizens? All of us are Nigerians. We have equal rights. They will go to the farm and kill people and buy people and rape our mothers, rape our sisters. By our brothers, so they have monopoly over life, Abi. One guy here where head no day house. They give federal government 48 hours. So you get the social media handle where you don't come and condemn what they happen for Middle Belt since. Middle Belt has not been at peace since. Middle Belt they bleed for what our brothers they do. They don't come and talk. So now life they special pass. I don't see how hypocrite the northern is. But one time I reach for election, when I go say Middle Belt, Nana brother, it's high time, if you are from Middle Belt, it's high time you stand up for yourself and protect yourself. We are not North Central, we are Middle Belt. We don't have any association with the North. Come out, when are they support, when are they...
That's from the Middle Belt. Oh. That's a Middle Belt and from Benue, by the way. You know that one of the irreparable damages done by the Foolani terrorism in Nigeria, especially when it started from Boko Haram's murderous regime, right? The irreparable damage done to northern Nigeria by these Foolani terrorists is that they actually helped the Middle Beltans to know who they are. Because look at Benue. Benue State is considered as the food basket of Nigeria. They said Benue alone, if the rest of Nigeria chooses not to go to do farming again, like we just want to be eating. Benue State alone can feed the entire 220 million Nigerians conveniently, comfortably. No joke. I don't know if that's true. But yeah, they call them food basket because the people of Benue can grow anything. Benue Plateau. You see these Middle Beltons, right? Araba, on and on like that. Anything can grow there, anything. And during the time of terrorists, Uthman Danfodio, right? When he killed the leaders of the Hausa land, appointed his followers as Amir in Kano. In Sokoto, where he was asked to become the Sultan of Sokoto at the time, he rejected it, but his son later came back to be the Bello, came back to be the Sultan, or the Sultan of Sokoto. The middle belt part of Nigeria, where they are majorly Christians to start with, right? They came under the attack of the jihadists the Fulani terrorists led by Uthman Danfodio. This was before colonization. There was no single Fulani route in the entire space called Northern Nigeria today in the late 18th century until the 19th century, 1804 or so, when the plots to remove all the Hausa leaders by calling their, their religion, as infidel, So they used the Hausas that they have just converted to Islam to stage the jihad that killed all the Hausa leaders. And then terrorist Fodio appointed his own followers as that's Amir and the rest of that. He did try to advance his jihad, okay? So he couldn't conquer Borno, he couldn't. Then it attempted to go after the people of the Middle Belt of today, right? Back then, right? So the Birom, the Jukuns, the TVs, he decided to go after them. So if you are from the Middle Belt part of Nigeria, and somehow you are wondering why the Fulanis are so ferocious in leveling the Middle Belt, slaughtering as many people as possible, because historically, now when I kill their chief terrorist, Fodio, now poisoned arrow, they shoot him. He died like a dog. That's history. So until that time, there was never any route of the Fulanis in the space called Northern Nigeria today. Not a single one. But yeah, today they have managed, right, to establish themselves in the power block or the power equation of that contraption. And they continue to push their jihad. So today, or before now, an average Middle Beltan is made to believe that he is a Northerner. Just like, in geography, what you can have would be, you have the north. On the equator, the north.
We don't get another war. Now our mama believe so. We don't get another one. Only me to know. Now our mama believe so. We don't get another one. Now our mama believe so. We don't get another one. Now our mama believe so. We don't get another one. Only me to know. Mama Nigeria, we don't get.
Oh, Mama Bedis, sorry, I lost my microphone, which would ordinarily have, pushed some of you to begin to tell me that my ego voice, audio. So I fixed it. So I was explaining to you, right? So in geography, okay, say the north, up, the south, down, up, down. You get that now? So when then you have the, the normal equator, you do like this. So you put the north here, you put the south, you put the north here, you put the south here. Then you see this line, which is also they call it the equator, right? This one. To the right, you have the east. To the left, you have the west. Now you can say south, west, south, east, north, west, north, east, north,